Hey folks, what's going on? I'm Harry and I'm here with my good friends Andrew and Jiten. And today we're going to be discussing a topic that is very dear and near to my heart. And that is what is better, an iPhone or an Android phone? So, let's hop on it. Let's get to it. Here we go.
Pros: New camera: the 8 MP camera with simple editing features, a backside illumination sensor, and a larger aperture make the iPhone 4S camera on that competes with regular point and shoots. It will also come with face detection and image stabilization and the ability to capture HD 1080p video. Faster processor. The custom A5 chip in the iPhone 4S is the same one you will find on the iPad 2, which means the iPhone 4S will be faster in processing speeds, games, and downloads. More carriers. Since the iPhone 4S is compatible with CDMA and GSM cellular bands, you can use it more places around the globe, even on Sprint's network if you're looking for a change. Siri integration. Apple's new assistant feature basically turns the iPhone 4S into a voice recognizing personal assistant. The demo during the keynote was impressive and highlighted some interesting uses for the blind, hands-free texting, and more. Wireless singing. Raise the roof for wireless sync. This will be an iOS 5 feature with that will be compatible for the iPad and iPod Touch as well. But it couldn't help but mention the fact that you will soon be able to see up your devices and get updates without connecting with your iDevice to a Mac or PC. AirPlay. If you got an Apple TV, the iPhone 4S will allow you to stream that's what's playing on your device to your HD TV with AirPlay, which is built right into the new iPhone. Fingerprint resistant. The iPhone 4S has an oleophobic coating on its glass exterior, making it resistant to fingerprints by repelling oils in your fingers. Cons. No 4G. Still no 4G on iPhone 4S. This is unfortunate, but you may not have to wait too much longer to get fast download speeds on your iDevices. Analysts believe that Apple is waiting for better LTE chips before adding them into the iPhone, which could be as soon as early next year. No NFC. Mobile payments on the iPhone will have to wait on Apple as excluded NFC technology on the latest iPhone model. Of course, this won't be a deal breaker for some of you who said you wouldn't use it anyway. All those leaked case image. We've seen too many leaked iPhone 5 case image to forget about the wide screen, sleek form, and wider body. I'm betting the real iPhone is just around the corner. Other options. Why spend upwards of $199 with a 2-year contract when you could spend $99 and get an iPhone 4? Sure, you won't get the SMP camera and assistant feature, but it's really good deal nonetheless, even better than 3GS is free. No unlocked models. Yet, if you're an avid traveler, you might want to hold off on purchase for a few months according to Apple's website. Unlocked versions of the iPhone 4s are coming soon.
There are many pros and cons to owning an Android phone. For example, most Android models have a removable battery, unlike the iPhone, which allows users to purchase an extra battery or swap them out for a larger battery. Also, all Android models have the ability to accept an SD card, unlike the iPhone. It's also possible to run multiple applications at once on the Android, and it also has an amazing integration with Google. Good thing about the apps on the Android is that they have much more applications on their app store. There's more free applications, and some compare them to the iPhone and say they're not as good, but it's there's more to choose from, and there's more variety. The spell check feature on the Android isn't as annoying on the iPhone, where it replaces real words with other words. It also gives you several options instead of just the one the iPhone gives. It also offers several different options for your home screen instead of just the one setting the iPhone has. Also, the BlackBerry only has one. Also, the Android market has a very large market for accessories and cases and things like that, and they're always constantly changing, and there's so much more that you can choose from with the Android. Also, the Android has such more of a variety in phone types because there are so many different types of Androids instead of, there are 5 different iPhones and there are probably about 25 different Android phones. So you have that huge variety, see what you really like, and you can really get more detail in what you want in your phone. But the cons of having an Android phone are that most Androids have smaller screens. So if you're playing a game, then it's kind of obnoxious to have to handle such a small screen. And not all of them have physical keyboards. Of course, the iPhone is the same way. So some people don't like that and have difficulty typing. Also, the camera doesn't, on most Android models, doesn't really have the greatest picture quality in the world. So if you're looking to upload pictures to Facebook or Instagram, it's not the best choice. So there's no automatic sync between an Android and a computer of any kind, so you can't just put music and stuff on there as easily as you can with the iPhone. Also, some models are limited to processing speeds, which means you can get delays in typing or using apps like games or just online things. And lastly, there are so many phones, so many different types, which means it's actually pretty difficult to find the kind of accessories that you want for it. So as much as the variety of the different Android phones is a pro, it's also a con because it's harder to find specifically what you need or want for it because of how hard it is to really specify on which phone you have.
Alright, so after we just listened to Andrew and Jitin talk about the iPhone and whatnot, I think it's safe to say that the iPhone is superior to the Android phones because just when you compare them both side by side and everything, it just seems the Android's just dibble-dabbling in a bunch of different just everything. Like it's okay at everything, but the iPhone is just very compact and convenient, and it's just a very nice package, very easy to use, and yeah, that's pretty much why the iPhone is completely better than the Android phones. So pip pip cheerio and say hello to Miss Path for me.